One time some psycho threatened to assassinate my dad, so they put a bunch of security around him. But I don't know why. Everybody else in the family got a security team except me. Shit, I'd do the same thing in their shoes. If you gotta sacrifice one, you gotta go with me. Hey, I'm the mayor's son. I just wanted to make this documentary to show you what it's like to be the son of a mayor of a big city. My life is no different from any other sons of mayors of big cities, I imagine. Dad's got a lot of cash in the bank, and it works out for son number one. This is his 4th year of being mayor, so he's up for re-election. Listen, I don't like the guy, you don't like the guy, but I just want to state my case as to why I think you should maybe re-elect my dad. And it has a little something to do with me. I know you're disappointed in my dad. I am too. I don't like the guy. We don't get along. But he still gives me money. He still funds my lifestyle, which is great. Because I don't like working. I don't have a work ethic. I don't have drive. I don't have ambition. I'm not one of these guys who has dreams. I don't have a 5-year plan, you know? So you gotta think through my eyes for a second here and think, well, what the hell's the mayor's son gonna do if the mayor gets canned? What's that guy gonna do? Because he can't work. He doesn't have a good work ethic. I imagine at one time my dad thought he was gonna be a good mayor, that he cared about people, but no. I mean, as the years went along, he just became like every other fucking politician. Why are politicians like this? I don't know. But if you pick somebody else who says they're gonna be more progressive, watch what happens. They're gonna turn into my dad. They're all the same. I do get a lot of family members asking me, well, if you don't follow in your father's footsteps, what do you want to do then? I'll tell you what I'm going to do with all my time. I'm going to spend it fishing. And you know what? I don't give a shit about being a real fisherman. I'm an imaginary fisherman. That's how I like to spend my time. Not a lot of stress. I don't have to deal with, getting the pole, getting the bait, going out into the water, gassing up a boat. No fucking way. I sit in the shade and I pretend to cast a line off a hill. That's what I do. Let me show you how I fish. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ho! Check out this bad boy. Right? See? I can do that all goddamn day. I love it. I don't like shaking hands. I don't like meeting people. I don't like schmoozing. Sometimes, I gotta go to these political events with my dad. And I gotta put a fucking smile on my face and say, wow, yeah, he really is a great dad. I'm very proud of him. I don't give a fuck about what he's done. I had this whole story prepared, ready to tell you guys for the doc. To sound dramatic, I was going to talk about how when I was 11, my Little League coach was really rude to me. And it changed my life and sent me down this path. But the story doesn't really make sense. I mean, the coach was right. I was a terrible player. I would sit down in the outfield and fall asleep. Sure, my Little League coach was rude to me once, but I can't blame him for how I am now at 30. The problem is I had a really great upbringing, great childhood, parents who really cared about me, good friends, and I'm still like this. So I don't really have an excuse as to why I'm an asshole, because I've had everything handed to me. There's almost zero conflict in my life. It's just the truth. If you want something more interesting, go watch a documentary about, someone who works in a hospital and saves lives. What do you want me to do? You want me to go online, buy some medical scrubs, pretend I work at a hospital, that my story's more interesting than it is? That's bullshit. I wish that was me. But I'm unfortunately me, so I don't care about doing that. It's been a good time. It's been a really good time being a mayor's son, and I hope it continues. I'm a pretty happy person. I'm a pretty lighthearted, carefree guy. I went and saw Bob Dylan in concert here about a year ago. My dad hooked me up with some VIP tickets. Me and 3 buddies sitting in a box, watching Dylan up close and personal. It was insane. It was so cool. I might hate on my dad here and there, but he really came through with those tickets. It's definitely a moment like that where I stop and I really appreciate what's happening. I feel so grateful that I'm able to get VIP tickets to Bob Dylan. The selection of booze and food was unbelievable. I've never enjoyed a concert more. Frankly, I can't go to a concert anymore unless I'm eating and drinking at the show. The only thing about that night that, didn't really go according to plan was we had the VIP seats and everything, but Dylan refused to do a meet and greet. And my dad even personally asked him to, meet his son. Told him he was a huge fan, and I think Dylan basically told him something along the lines of, I don't really do that. And I respect it. I respect it for sure. It stung. It stung a little bit. I couldn't really show that off in front of my friends. That would have been so cool to do in front of them. Yeah, I get it though. Dylan's a private guy, I imagine, so I'm not a singer-songwriter. I'm not famous in that way. I guess I am sort of famous, so I thought maybe he can meet me on that level, We're both known a little bit. Maybe we could vibe, and there'd be a fun back and forth. We'll never know, because I've tried to get in contact with him since. I've tried to talk to his people. Still nothing. They're ghosting me. I've tried emailing his publicist. Nothing. No one's saying anything to me. I've tweeted at him. Nothing. Still. Dylan could have said something to me, even if it was just a hello. I wasn't expecting him to, put on a whole show for me right before he's about to perform, but not even a hello. Wouldn't even let me backstage. Just say hi. I'm a fan. That's all I'm asking.